We weren't here last week.
No.
Sometimes it just be like that.
Yeah. And it's hot, guys. Like, it's really hot.
It's kicking my ass. I'm
No,
not
for real.
gonna lie. It's
Yeah.
kicking my ass so hard. I'm like,
Yeah,
first of
no.
all,
And
relax.
here in the Netherlands, we have these double glass windows. It's
Yeah, it
just,
traps so much heat.
yeah.
I
No.
remember when I lived in that apartment in Harlem in the summer,
Mm.
I used to have to like close all the blinds in
Mm-hmm.
my room and the living room because that shit was beating my ass. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, anyway, so if you hear a fan, if you hear the AC, just mind your business. It's
Yeah,
very
no.
hot.
It's very hot.
I'm right in front of a window. Chardonnay's right next to a window.
Yeah.
The weather's kicking our ass.
Mm-hmm.
But I was snooping around the internet
Mm-hmm.
the other day, and I found an article by Epidemic Sound, which, if people don't know what Epidemic Sound is, didn't we do a research report with them?
Yeah, we did a whole research report with them.
But Epidemic Sound is like where you can go look for music to
Yeah.
license,
Mhm.
and then they have a whole network of artists, etc., etc., etc.
We even went to their office in Amsterdam. Was it
Yeah, we
Amsterdam?
did. Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah, right?
I remember
Okay.
we were struggling to find that office.
Yeah. Mhm.
Because we went from Tribe of Noise to Epidemic Sound. They do similar things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I found this article by Epidemic Sound that said their predicted 7 trends for this current year of 2023, and I figured we should have a look at those and discuss them because like we're already halfway through the year, so we have like a pretty good outlook of like where things have gone and are gonna keep going.
Yeah.
So
Because
yeah,
some
we
of the
figured we
trends are
just-
like super accurate. 'Cause
Yeah.
we are living in them already. So
yeah, exactly. So we
Yeah.
figured we'd talk about them. Thought it would be a little fun, a little fun little exercise or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, according to Epidemic Sound, the number one trend that they had listed was that sped up music was going to become more popular.
And that's
they're right.
facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is
They're right.
facts. Because
They're right.
I feel like it all started with TikTok though. What do you think?
It did, yeah. It started with
Right?
Yeah, definitely. 100% is where we started seeing it first. Like,
Yeah.
because people were using it for their cute little edits. But
And I would swear that is the original when I hear it.
sometimes, sometimes.
I would
yes.
be like, oh, this sounds good.
what
And
was,
then
what was that? What was that Jocelyn one?
oh, which one?
Was it Jocelyn? I think it was Jocelyn.
It was Jocelyn. She had two. She had Do It Like It's Your Beat Day. And she had I Wanna Ride, I Wanna Ride.
It's that one. It's
Is
that,
that
one
one?
that we were like, this is the original, but it's not.
Nuts. Yeah.
The original is slow.
Slow. Girl, when I heard it, I was like, no. No. I was like, TikTok, why are you doing this to me? Because I'm loving the songs on the app, but then when I actually hear the song, I'm like,
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like the thing now that we're seeing with this trend is that the actual music acts themselves are releasing sped up versions
yes.
for the purpose of social media and whatnot. And obviously for people that like the sped up version. And like we're seeing that more and more
Yeah.
because often it is just a random TikTok user that finds the song and they're like, I want this to be faster for my
Yeah.
edit, and then it just
Yeah.
takes off.
Yeah.
And like, I think that's now money moves. That's smart.
Mhm.
The people that are actually releasing the sped up versions, you're so smart.
There was this French song, I think it's a kind of Zouk Kizomba song, that I discovered on TikTok, and I originally discovered it. I originally discovered the sped up version, and when I went to listen to it, of course, it was much more slower. But then the artists themselves, like a couple weeks after, released a sped up version of the song,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, you're listening, you're on the platforms, you're seeing what's
Yeah.
happening, you're doing the things
Yeah,
because
yeah.
people requested the sped up version in the comments as well. So I'm like, okay, give the people what they want,
Exactly.
you know?
And like more recent, like the song that's been popping off on TikTok is 50/50. Well, by 50/50, it's a K-pop group.
Okay.
Called, what's it called? Cupid? Is it Cupid?
Oh yeah, Is
Yeah.
it that
I'm
that one is
feeling
sped up?
lonely.
That one is sped up, right?
Yeah, it's the sped up version of it that has been popping off. And I believe, because I think I used it in one of our bloopers on TikTok, I believe I saw that they also released an official sped up version. Because in my mind, it was sped up the whole time. That was the original.
Yeah.
And then I went and then I started getting ads for it on TikTok, like from their music video. And then I was like, oh, not there being a whole regular tempo version.
Yeah.
Where was I?
Yeah, I have been seeing it on TikTok as well. Well, hearing it on TikTok as well a lot. And I want to say, right? Do you think I want to feel like majority of the songs that I hear on TikTok? Okay, of course there are a lot of original audio, but like I feel like majority of the songs that I hear on TikTok like are either like sped up. Like there are slow versions, but I feel like the ones that do the best are like the sped up.
It
ones,
is.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, also because like people, especially now in the summer, like people are traveling a lot, people are doing fun things, people are going left, right, and center. So they use those sped up versions to like make the cutscenes and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like a little cute little edit.
And it's exciting as well. Like it sounds like fun.
It adds a very specific vibe to the videos. But yeah, so that was definitely like a spot on prediction. I mean, we already started seeing it last year, so like of course it would be a prediction for this year. But the fact that now the sped up versions are being officially released by the actual artist is evidence to how spot on this observation was. And it's crazy.
This trend kind of leads into the next trend that Epidemic Sound predicted, which is the rise of stars, but mainly breaking through TikTok. Bitch, can you imagine that?
It must be so crazy. Like, because one day you're just making music, hoping to be discovered, and then your song just takes off on TikTok, just like, whoa.
And you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, didn't
the
Ice
notifications.
Spice, but didn't Ice Spice get discovered from TikTok? Did she?
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
and look at her today.
We Googled it last
right?
time. Yeah.
Look at her today. I'm like, girl, that's really like
Munch really put her on. That's crazy.
For real. I feel like the internet and specifically TikTok, like they just promote, I don't know how to explain it. The period girl. Like I feel like that wasn't needed. But like, okay, so I know Ice Spice got discovered from TikTok. She basically just put on her music up there. And then like it became a trend because a lot of people was using it. And I think that's why it blew up the way it did, because a lot of people was using the sound.
Yeah.
Because I saw people,
and then like people were listening to it off of TikTok as well. My brother was listening to that shit. I was trying to remember who else was discovered or had breakthrough in their career. Because
I was just
TikTok.
about to say, not only discovered but breakthrough. Like who else?
Is it CK from
Love
Nantiti?
Yeah, CK.
That was also a big breakthrough.
That was what I was gonna say is, I find it so interesting how TikTok, like how people use sounds on TikTok, and then when you go and actually listen to the song, like the song is like from 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. I'm like, what? Like where has the song been?
So often.
That's so crazy. I find it so interesting. I think
there's
it's
a
cool
Mariah
as well.
Carey jam now as well that's been going viral on TikTok for the past month or so.
Okay.
It's an old Mariah Carey song. Like she was young. Oh my god, why can't I remember it now? But I think it's the sped up version now that's going viral. I think
I heard it, but I'm trying to remember which one it is.
Like sometimes I'll see people performing or I'll hear a sound and then I'm like, who is that? Let me go snoop.
Yeah, same. Especially, and you know the thing is too, TikTok is so, I don't know, it kind of helps you like a song. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because you hear it so much and then you're like, wait, this kind of slaps.
This kind of slaps because you hear it like once and then you hear it again, and then the third time you're like, wait, let me check out this song because it's kind of sounding good. You know?
The third trend, which ties into other forms of media, is synthwave, which is a like subgenre that has just been gaining popularity, which is like, yeah, okay. It really has. Personally, I like some synthwave. I'm into it a little. it's very retro
Yeah.
sounding to me. Um, and we see a lot of it in like TV show soundtracks, especially ones that are like a little more like old timey in the
Mm-hmm.
time frame that they are placed. So the example that Epidemic Sound gave was Stranger Things, which is like,
Mm.
yeah, they have their soundtrack is full of synthwave songs. Like people love it.
And you know what's so crazy? I find synthwave. They kind of put it in shows, and
Yeah.
it kind of gives like a spooky vibe as well. You don't
Yeah,
feel?
sometimes, yeah.
Like I remember watching this show and they had like this kind of synthwave type of music in it, and they were doing like some weird stuff in the show. I'm like, it doesn't make me feel good. It feels weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Chardonnay said it creates ambiance,
Yeah, no,
which
I'm
does.
not with that type of ambiance because it's just like, ew, give me chills. Oh, I'm feeling it now.
He said
No,
the
the
memory is
memories.
haunting
No,
me.
girl, I never watched that show again.
I actually remember in Cape Town
Hmm.
when I lived there, me and my friend from art school
Hmm.
discovered like a synth pop band called Gateway
Okay,
Drugs.
okay,
Well, at least the like first two singles that they released were very much like synthwave, synth pop vibes. But they were fun. They were really cool. We saw them live, I think twice or so. They were
okay.
opening for somebody else. That's how we
Hmm.
discovered them.
Mm.
Um, and then we were like, hold on, maybe they're onto something with this. But this was now
Hmm.
already six, seven, seven,
Oh wow.
6 or 7 years ago, around
Yeah.
there. They were ahead of their time. They were
Hmm.
ahead of their time. I don't know if they're still active today.
I was just
Actually, I
about to say, if
wonder.
they're active today, they're gonna be booming now.
Yeah, I wonder.
So the fourth trend is the rise of micro genres, and I think we're already seeing that already with like you just mentioned, Amapiano, and there was another genre subgenre that Epidemic, yeah,
Eurodance.
Eurodance. But no, there was another one that they talked about. The
I
first one
can check
was,
here quick.
oh, was it Drift Funk? When I saw Drift Funk, I was like, what the hell is Drift Funk? And then when I listened to it, I was like, oh, they're already doing this. I've heard this like
Yeah,
multiple times. A
yeah.
lot
So
of like,
they're
go
for
ahead.
for 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 the listeners. It's a blend of trap, hip hop, and
Hmm.
vaporwave. I don't know what vaporwave
I
is,
don't know either,
but
but
there you go. That's what it
yeah,
is.
I've heard that kind of vibe a lot recently with rappers or even like hip hop artists, like female artists. I've heard it before. But I'm like, why is the name Drift Funk? Because like
I want to know too. Maybe it's tied to that vaporwave that we don't know
because
what that is.
it doesn't give. When you listen to it and then when you look at the name, it doesn't give.
He said, "How does this equal drift funk?" I'm confused with the
Right.
name of the subgenre,
Right.
microgenre rather.
Yeah. So
The other one that
um
they mentioned is slowcore, which yeah,
yeah, okay, yeah, slowcore, yeah, we know about already.
yeah.
But I think Eurodance was always a kind of micro
I think that's
genre.
also just because we lived in the Netherlands,
True.
like the Dutch love dance music.
Yeah, I
So
think it's because yeah. And I think
um,
that would still be not new but still fresh for the US kind of. I think the two ones that are very popular now is Amapiano and Drift Funk. I think those are really taking off. Because Beyonce has like some kind of Amapiano vibes in her new the
yeah, she does.
Renaissance album, right?
Yeah, she does.
So
The next trend mentioned by Epidemic Sound is that classical music has become more relevant than ever.
mhm.
So, according to their research and their stats, classical music is being used in videos and just like media in general more than before.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so you see it in like the background music for a lot of vlogging channels, travel
Mhm.
channels,
Mhm. But
etc. Just
also
like
reels.
as
We see it on reels as well
yeah,
a lot
yeah,
when persons are making aesthetics videos. We see it a lot. Well, we hear it a lot.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like also when they're making art and stuff as well. Like when people are doing
Correct.
the art stuffs.
It's
Yeah.
true because like I remember when we're uploading like reels for Don't Touch My Music to Instagram, like when you scroll, like you hear a lot of like
A lot of
classical music, and I'm like, oh, but now I understand, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
People are just using it a lot.
So the sixth trend is songs are becoming shorter, and that is also true.
Yeah, they've been becoming shorter for
Yeah,
at least 2 years now.
That's why my mind paused because I was like, the song's been shorter, and I'm like, when I listen to music and it's already done, I'm like, okay, I just put on the song.
I was like,
though.
hello?
How is it done?
Yeah,
You know
the
what I
song
mean?
just started.
I can't remember what song it was. It was a song. It's a song that I really like that I recently started listening to, and it just I would just turn it on. I would do something like real quick, and then the song is over. I'm like, didn't I just put you on?
Whatchamacallit? The song called Billie Eilish, not Billie Eilish the artist, but the song Billie Eilish. That song is so short. I was
Girl.
like, hello? Where's the rest? I was like, where is it? Where's the rest of the song?
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. It's just
Oh my
a
God.
short song.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, hold on.
But I think Epidemic Sound explained that it doesn't matter if the songs are short or long. They still get the same amount of pay no matter the length of the song, right?
Yeah, but the short songs is because of our short attention span and
That
because
too.
of Reels and TikTok.
Yeah. They fit better.
Because then they get used more often in Reels and TikToks. And then also people don't listen to full albums anymore as much. They don't have patience to go through a song that's maybe 4 to 5 minutes.
That is
They want and they also skip a lot. Like, you know, when you put your playlist on shuffle and then you just skip because none of those songs are what you want to listen to.
Yeah.
And you could have just the whole time you could have just gone straight to the song you want.
No, for real.
So that happens a lot. So songs are short because of those reasons. Or at least those were the reasons that were being given like a year and a half ago as to why people have been making shorter songs. I think it's still true today. Bring longer songs back.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I'm getting tired of listening to songs and then the song is just over right when I was getting into it. Like, why would you do that to me?
And then I gotta go replay it again because I was into it and then it's done.
Yeah, and then when you replay, it's not hitting the spot because you're like, you're still not letting me get enough time with the song.
I think
the song just keeps finishing.
I want to know if Alone from Kim Petras and Nicki Minaj, if that's short, because I think I keep playing that song on repeat because it's so short.
I love a 4-minute song. I love a good 4-minute song because I can put it on and I know I have time to do things in those 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I hate it when a song is short. Also because like I mark the passage of time with songs. So sometimes I'll forget that a song is only like 2 minutes long. And then I'll think a whole 5 minutes has gone by. And then I look at the time and I still have like 20 more minutes.
Yeah. No, but I feel you. Because like if I'm like washing the dishes and I'm playing music, like I'm like, oh my God, this song is gonna finish. But I wanna listen to it a bit more while I wash the dishes, but it's gonna finish.
And also then like when you're doing like, for example, washing the dishes and listening to music, then let's say the song you wanted to listen to finishes because it's short.
Right.
And then the next song that's playing it's not hitting the same vibes. So then you have to take off your washing gloves, press next, put the shit back on, and then continue washing the dishes.
That's my problem.
It irritates me so much.
Oh my God. No, for real.
It irritates me so much. I have that issue, especially when I'm doing my skincare. Because I'm like, I don't want to just wash my face and put my shit on my face in silence. That's boring. So then I start looking for something to either have playing in the background or like a video. And then I end up wasting like a full hour of time. I'm literally sitting on the toilet lid trying to scroll to find something to put in the background, but nothing's long enough. And then I have to open YouTube and click on a video that's like 20 minutes long, and I'm like, but that's too long. Like, somebody just give me 4 solid minutes I really don't take long to wash my face,
Girl.
to cleanse my face. Because when I'm just putting on the cream and stuff, it's fine. I can press next. But like hands are soapy, wet, water's dripping down my face onto my shirt. Like, come now.
It's the fact that you spend so much time.
Chardonnay, I
Looking.
waste time at night doing this shit. And then when I realize it, I get so annoyed because then I'm like, nah, I'm going to bed an hour later. I'm like, Anyway, so like, as much as the short song trend is true, stop it. Just make longer songs. Some of us,
That would be nice.
some of us like to listen to full length things.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give me half. I want the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing. Write the extra verse.
For real.
Write the extra verse. Put in the dance break. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just make
Oh,
a
yeah,
full
for
entire
real.
song. Stop it. Stop it with the 2
Dance
minutes and
break.
like 30 seconds.
Yeah, a lot of songs stop dance break and bridges.
I know. It's so
Right.
they can keep it short. And I'm like, bring
It's
it
so
back.
like
What
verse
happened?
hook is done.
So the seventh and last trend is that synchronization opportunities or sync opportunities are gonna keep sending legacy acts straight to the bank.
Of course.
They're gonna keep making the dosh off of the synchronizations.
Of course.
So the two examples that were provided, which yes, I saw it happen with my own two eyeballs, was Running Up That Hill because of Stranger Things.
Mm.
And in The Last of Us, they used, I never remember the song's name. It's like I remember the lyrics of the song,
Yeah.
but I can never remember what it's actually called because I just keep
Yeah.
making up a whole. I know it's something on me, but I just make up the first word. I don't know why that always happens. Anyway, it's called Take on Me. So that one is because of The Last of Us, and like the streams on those songs,
I could imagine.
bruh. Running Up That Hill was on Billboard Hot 100 again after Stranger Things. Like,
Whoa. Yeah.
I think it even reached number one if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was that look. The people were streaming the songs because also, I think that's generally what happens. Like when you choose that exactly that when you choose the right song for the scene in the show
yeah.
or the movie,
Mm-hmm.
and then the song becomes unforgettable because
Yeah.
of that scene.
Scene. Yes.
And that's exactly what happened with Running Up That Hill, running up
Yeah.
that hill in Stranger Things, because the scene in which that song was playing and the context in which the song was playing, oh my god, because I watched the show, so
Yeah.
I know. I was like, oh my god, immaculate song choice. That is crazy. It was
Yeah.
so good. And yeah, I personally, good for these legacy acts. Honestly,
Mhm.
keep getting your monies.
Keep getting your money. And
Keep getting your monies.
I think opportunities would always be a big thing.
Oh no, definitely.
People like for just regular artists in general to make bank. Because there are a lot of opportunities not only with movies but like for games, YouTube stuff,
Oh my
TV
god,
shows.
the games.
Yeah. That's
The sync things with the games.
yeah.
That's crazy.
That's money.
Those
That's
deals
money.
are massive.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those were the
Trends.
seven trends of Epidemic Sound. Frankly,
Mm-hmm.
they're correct.
They are for real.
Yeah.
They are spot on.
We went into this knowing that they were right with literally everything.
Yeah.
But how right they were is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, look, they're in the business of music, so they should
Exactly. They should know. For real.
they should know. They're really good.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy Epidemic Sound's research.
Yeah, we're gonna move over to our small talk, and we're gonna do what we're gonna start with first.
I don't know. I
Songs.
personally, yeah,
Let's
because
start
I was
with
going to say I
songs.
don't even have a question.
Yeah. So let's start with songs. So the song I've been listening to, girl, I only been listening to this song because I saw the video on TikTok of Bibi Rexa getting hit in her head with the phone.
I was like, fuck that guy. I hate it.
So-
Actually, I hate it when people throw things on stage.
Yeah. Cause they when they said she's in the hospital, I'm like, for what? And then when I saw the video, I'm like, oh my god. And then
Got
when I was
stitches.
right, and then when I was scrolling on TikTok, I saw a video of her where she said, "I'm good, I'm feeling all right," which is the lyrics of the song, and then she
Yeah.
showed her face that it is stitched. And when she
Yeah.
said it, I was like, "Oh, I missed the song," and I just went to
Yeah.
listen to it. So I've been listening to "I'm Good" by BB Rexa and David Guetta. The second song that I'm listening to a lot again is "Crazy for Me" by Coco Jones. And I'm only listening to it because she released a live performance of the song on her YouTube channel. Check it out, guys. It's
Yeah, it's so
bomb.
good.
And I just had it on repeat ever since because I'm like, Coco ate that performance and it just made me fell in love with the song even more. So, yes,
Coco.
Coco killed it. And congratulations to Coco for
Yes, exactly.
winning Best New Artist at the BET
At the
Awards.
BET Awards, and also on that performance, because
Period.
man, oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, it was very authentic, very soulful, very true to herself. I loved it. And I
Yeah.
loved her speech as well. You could have seen that she was very emotional and she put a lot of hard work into it. So she appreciates it so much. You know what I mean?
So my first song is called Yoon. It's by RM featuring Erica Badu.
Erica.
Yes, Miss Badu hopped on the record.
Okay.
Honestly, it's I don't have words.
She's like, I don't have the words.
I don't have the vocabulary to adequately convey the song and how good it is. But it's great. It's like it's on the slower side
Okay.
of the spectrum, and then obviously Erica Badu's voice is always gonna voice. And then RM's
sure.
lyrics and lyricism always gonna lyrics and lyricism. The combination of the two was just too good. The lyrics are too good, and it's like an homage to RM's favorite Korean artist.
Okay.
And it kind of ties in his life with the artist's life and like the stuff, so it's just good. And then my second song is a Brazilian song.
Ooh.
Honestly, I've been listening to the song for like months and months and months,
Okay.
but I'm only just bringing it up now because the obsession is still obsessing. So, yeah. Like every once in a while, I'll find a song that actually came out a while ago,
Okay.
and then I'll dive back in, and then I'm like, oh my god, stuck. I'm
Yeah.
stuck here. So anyway, this song is called Varias Queixas. It's by a group called Gilsons. It's Brazilian. It's kind of slow, but kind of not. It's got that samba vibe in there. It's got the things. The music
Okay.
video is very sweet.
Okay.
It's a little love song situation. It's so good. Me and my mom blasted in the car. We blasted in the car and we sing along. It's fun. It's a great song. Check it out.
Yeah.
It'll be on our
Okay.
stories or whatever.
Yeah. So this question is about the BET Awards, seeing that the BET Awards was last night. If you had a couple of things to change about the BET Awards, let's say if you had like 3 things to change, or 2 things, or even 1 thing to change about the BET Awards,
He said anything.
anything,
Yeah.
what will you change? Because like they be doing some weird things and people are complaining and people are like, no.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
And what they did that I recently told you about, I didn't like it. Like Spice performed and they cut off her performance. Well,
Yeah.
at least on YouTube, like they showed it live on TV, but on YouTube it's not there. I'm just waiting to see if they're gonna upload it. If they're gonna upload it, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But if not, that's not cool. But yeah, what would you change?
I mean, I think the format itself maybe needs some rethinking because I know that people complain a lot about the awards and like the people who get nominated for the awards.
Okay.
I don't know what their nomination process is like and what the voting process is like either. And then again, I don't think many people do.
Do no.
So maybe, some transparency about that would help. And in that transparency, it would probably just make the choices and the nominations and just everything a lot more conscious. Because
yeah.
sometimes I think that they're just there for the sake of being there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that through that, some of the old integrity that the BET Awards used to have will be restored.
Yeah.
Because from the past few years, what I've seen people complain most about has been the the categories and the nominations of said categories. So I think that that would be the major thing that I would change. Everything else in terms of like how the show actually just like plays out, I don't know. I mean, also this year was different because of the writer's strike that's going on in America right now, so they didn't really have a host. And I'm not sure yet how that affected anything and like viewership and how people felt about it, because I think this year was the first time that I saw people genuinely just celebrating like other people's wins and other people's performances. There's obviously criticism here and there, but like what I saw the most was like, for example, people giving Coco her flowers, the Migos performance and the tribute there that happened there. That's what I've seen most. So I don't know yet because obviously the stuff always then starts coming out like a few days later. So as of now, the BET Awards were yesterday, so the feedback hasn't been feedbacking as much yet. But generally the feedback is always the categories. So
okay, cool, makes sense.
I'll use your own question against you. What would you change about the BET Awards? Because I know you at least watched the whole ceremony. I only watched parts.
Girl, I didn't even watch the whole ceremony. I just watched parts as well. But for me, I think I would change the performance aspect of the show, because this afternoon I was sitting and thinking, I was like, if I had the chance to change something at the BET Awards, what would I do? And then the fact that I saw Spice performed, I was like, hey, we can like BET. I'm like we, like I'm on the, like I mean, like I'm part of BET.
Yeah.
BET can like incorporate a lot more Caribbean culture, because I'm like, the Caribbean culture is very much a part of like hip hop and R&B and stuff like that, like music influences and so forth. So it's like, why not have like a Caribbean segment where you give Caribbean artists spotlight, whether it's dancehall, whether it's soca, whether it's calypso, whatever type of, you know, genre. I don't, it doesn't matter. I wish that Caribbean people could just have a spotlight, not only on BT Awards, but every award show. Just give them a platform. Just give them a segment at least. You know what I mean? I would just like for them to have their own segment, a Caribbean segment on every award show, not only BT, that we get some shine. We get our flowers for our Caribbean music, soca, dancehall, reggae, you know, calypso, whatever it may be. Just give us a little time to shine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like I said, you guys take from our culture, you embrace it, you put it in your music. I think we should get a little spotlight, a little recognition, you know?
Yeah.
That's all.
A little moment.
A little moment, yeah. That's all.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
all.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. Anyway, this is our cute little episode. Shout out to Epidemic Sound or whatever for the article that we looked up and referenced. So if you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you're feeling spicy. If you are listening to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, don't forget to follow the podcast, rate the podcast, and share the podcast with your friends or anybody who you think would enjoy it. And then finally, follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Don't Touch My Music Pod for both. We post bloopers over there. And on Instagram, we post our songs of the week in our stories, and then that gets added to a highlight. So if you ever want to see every song that we've ever mentioned, it's there. It's on Instagram. It's on the profile if you want to go snoop our music taste or whatever.
So we're gonna see you guys next week.
Next week,
Thursday.
Yeah,
we're gonna see next week. What if we don't show up next week?
Look, sometimes we don't show up.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only done it twice so far, so it's not that bad.
But I mean, we have a long way to go still, because
exactly.
I mean, yeah. You have a lot of months.
Except August. I'm not here in August, so August you're getting nothing.
She's like, no, nothing in August.
Nothing in August. I'm gonna be in Cape Verde. The internet's kind of shit. So We're not
And
at
you're
London.
not gonna travel with all your stuff anyway. So
Absolutely not.
she's like, absolutely not.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, no.
Anyway,
Yeah. Okay,
next
so
week.
next week, bye.
Bye.